Lawrence Welk salutes Kay Kaiser.
We're all a little bit tired, David.
So take something to make you untired.
It's after 5:30 already.
Oh, is Mickey's long hand on the 6?
Look, you said we'd be out of here by 4:30.
I said probably. I was also under the impression I'd hired competent musicians.
Ease off, man, because we don't have to take that.
We were fine.
That's right. Listen, what did the lady think?
Whatever Dave says goes.
Oh, you gotta be
Look, you
kidding.
guys,
We were
this is
great.
the title cut on my first album. I want it perfect.
Like Barry said, we were fine, doll.
I don't have to take that. Do I, David?
May I help you?
Oh, Dad, I thought you might be a little warm with your socks on.
How thoughtful of you.
Well, you know me. I'm always trying to help.
Yeah, that's you, all right. What time is it, sport?
Oh, morning.
Your mom still asleep?
Yes, she is, but she won't be if you two keep yakking as loud as you are.
Sorry.
And will someone tell me who put that alarm clock on the floor outside her room set to go off in a few minutes?
So that's where I left it.
Jimmy, give your parents some peace.
But, Grandma, I only want us all to be up for breakfast like we used to be.
Oh, that's a simple pleasure. Don't go making it so complicated.
Isn't this great, Dad? I knew we'd all be back together again.
We gotta take this one step at a time, buddy. Like I said before, your mother and I don't want to make any more mistakes.
And I'm here to make sure that you don't.
Ooh, well, thanks, buddy.
Where's Miriam?
Out.
Oh, where?
Out for the count. She's competing for the Rip Van Winkle Award.
Nancy, what's the point of all this?
Well, you're supposed to get your opponent to keep him from getting any scores there, all the while humiliating him as much as you can.
I'm not talking about television. I'm talking about us.
Same thing.
You know, I've tried to reestablish our relationship over the past few weeks.
You're right, you have.
All right, you go ahead and play your little games, but right now I think you need my help.
Never, Charles. You can't try that little trick on me.
Nancy, it's no trick. I wish it were. George Slaymaker was arrested last night.
He was?
He's accused of tampering illegally with a safety deposit box. Nora Lindsay's, as a matter of fact. Do you realize how serious this could be?
I've been through worse.
Oh, really, Nancy? Sometimes you're very foolish.
Charles!
I don't want to stay here and listen to your claims of invincibility.
I didn't mean that. I just meant, what's Slaymaker going to say? Is he going to drag me into this?
He could. You could be facing some very serious charges.
Well, don't say that.
I have to, Nancy, because it's true.
Well, what about the police? Do they know about the safe deposit box?
No, not yet.
Well, I can't just... What am I going to do?
Well, you could pretend that none of it happened, as you have in the past.
Charles, this isn't funny. I'm in real trouble.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm leaving.
Please, please don't go, Charles. Look, I know I've been a little bit foolish. And you've done nothing but try and help me all along the way. And I've been very inconsiderate. I know that. Can't you help me?
Don't grovel, Nancy.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Act with a little dignity, for heaven's sake.
Dignity, but this is my life. Can't you do something? Can't you help me?
You know, sometimes, Nancy, you presume on my willingness to help. But I do like the fact that you need my help. Yes. I'll help anything I can.
We'll do it again.
Hey, man, nothing wrong with that cut.
Hey, man, there was everything wrong with that cut.
You're just a hard dude. Please,
I'm
man.
glad somebody around here is. It was about as exciting as Lawrence Welk salutes Kay Kaiser.
We're all a little bit tired, Dave.
So take something to make you untired.
Look, it's after 5:30 already.
Oh, is Mickey's long hand on the 6?
Look, you said we'd be out of here by 4:30.
I said probably. I was also under the impression I'd hired competent musicians.
Ease off, man, because we don't have to take that.
We were fine.
That's right. Listen, what did the lady think?
Whatever Dave says goes.
Oh, you gotta be
Look, you
kidding.
guys,
We were
this is
great.
the title cut on my first album. I want it perfect.
Like Barry said, we were fine, doll.
David, I don't have to take that, do I?
No. Take a hike, Reynolds. Alex, I want Gary Ossick in here in 40 minutes. Less if possible.
Right, boss.
I hope you gentlemen noticed how incredibly easy that was to replace your temperamental friend. Now, would anybody else like to add anything to what's already been said? Good. 40 minutes for dinner. I want you all back here by 6:10. It's my girl.
You're not mad at me?
Would a teacher be mad for the student that learns something?
What was wrong with it anyway?
Well, Angel, in your own words, that's the title cut we're doing. I want it perfect.
Yeah, I know the band was way off. How was I?
Band was fine. You were the problem that time.
But you fired Rick.
So?
He didn't do anything wrong?
He made you unhappy, Angel.
David, that's hardly a reason to fire
That's
somebody.
the only reason that's ever valid. Don't forget that.
I feel pretty stupid.
Why? They are here for you, Angel, and you are here for me. You will get nowhere in this business being nice. Now let's go get something to eat. It's going to be a long night.
Mom, I hate to see you like this. Now come on, give me a smile.
Russ.
Come on, I know you can do it.
There.
That's great, Mom. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but I'll take it.
You will come to see me in Chicago, won't you?
I promise. Mom, Vince and I,
Russ.
Well, I can't just sit here and ignore your pain.
And I don't want to dwell.
Well, that is exactly what you're doing.
How?
By sitting around here thinking that you've lost everything in the world. You haven't.
I don't think you're qualified to say that.
Oh, I'm not feeling a little rejected these days? Becky's off in New York.
Doing what? Pretending her marriage doesn't exist?
All I'm saying is you don't see me sitting around the house here feeling sorry for myself.
Oh.
I'm not. I'm going to see her tonight in New York.
Did she snap her fingers and order you to come?
No, it's a surprise.
For whom?
Mom, I am not interested in listening to your suspicions.
You obviously have enough of your own.
Would you listen to yourself? Is it any wonder why your visits end up so badly?
No. You're right.
You know,
I'm
if
sorry.
you would just harness some of that energy you have in different directions, you'd be just fine.
Why bother? Your father wants nothing to do with me anymore.
Oh, he didn't say that.
He no longer finds me attractive. He offered some nonsense about mature love. It was all I could do to keep from running out of the restaurant.
What? I don't believe it.
Oh, Rust, you have to be so naive about everything. Can't you give me some credit once in a while?
Mom, Vince loves you.
Vince's love for me was based on my beauty. I think even you can figure out what's happened.
Oh, you're still beautiful.
I'll tell you something about a woman's beauty. It comes effortlessly at first, but as the years go by, it needs occasional maintenance, then daily care, then outright deception.
Mom, come on. You've got beauty inside. An unfading beauty. That's why I hate it when you get so mad and you complain and you nag because you're not letting what's inside come out. What is it? Are you jealous of Becky's beauty, of her youth?
If that were the case, I'd only have to wait. No, she's no good for you, Russ. You'll see that eventually. Anything that can be done to help you see that, I'll do.
Hello, stranger. I won't break.
Yeah, but you sure do bend, Easy. Where's everyone?
Well, Mama's out with Jimmy at a softball game.
Oh, for how long?
Well, for a while yet. She talked about ice cream afterwards.
Well, that's great. Why don't we go out for dinner tonight?
No, I don't want to.
Why don't we, I guess we can check to see what's in the kitchen. Well, nothing in there. We should go out and celebrate.
Gene, there's a casserole in the oven. And I get the distinct impression that something's making you nervous.
I can't imagine why.
Me either.
Maybe that's it.
You know, I have something that I want to discuss with you.
Oh?
I feel just awful about you having to sleep on the couch.
Well, you do.
And I'd feel just terrible if you had to do it again tonight.
Would you like to switch places?
No, that is an option. But it wasn't the one I was thinking of.
I didn't think so. So what'd you have in mind?
Well, I was hoping that maybe you would think of something.
Well, now, I did have one solution, but I don't know that you would agree with it.
You tired?
Very.
Me too.
Welcome home, Mrs. Redlin.
It's good to be home, Mr. Redlin.
I'll say so myself.
So after we had our little chat, I said that I'd be very glad to help.
How touching. The storm cloud's been gathering on my horizon for some time now. All I get out of you is glee.
Well, that's because Nancy's appeal moved me more than yours, Harold.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, I think you could be having a few problems here.
You know, your faculty for stating the obvious is just overwhelming.
As I see it, if Slaymaker talks, you could be facing disbarment and a heavy fine, to say the least, or disbarment, a heavy fine, and several years in prison, to say the most.
You know, you're about as useful as a cheerleader on death row. I think I will have that drink after all.
Neither one of those options are terribly attractive, are they?
Thank you.
You know, Harold, I suppose the obvious thing is that it would be best if Slaymaker didn't talk, wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, look, why don't we send him a gag, parcel post?
I wonder if you have anything at all that you could bargain with.
Yeah. Yeah, look, why don't I trade him for silence, 2 Joe DiMaggios, and a sack of cat's eyes?
Well, maybe there's something of his that you could protect, something that he has an interest in.
Now, what could I possibly have that George Slaymaker be interested in? Everything I got's tied up in Hollister Mall. That's it! George has an interest in Hollister Mall, too. Only the way things are right now, he's going to have to get rid of it. Unless we can protect his interest and keep it secret. That wouldn't be too difficult at all. Hey, what do you think, Charles? Would you be agreeable to that?
Oh, I think you should give that very serious consideration.
Yeah. The way the Hollister Mall's taken off, he'll be a wealthy man long before he gets out.
Well, now, just exactly what are you proposing, Harold?
Charles, sometimes you are so slow. Isn't it obvious? I'm going to buy George's silence simply by promising him that we'll protect his interest in Hollister Mall. That's it. It's brilliant. I'm brilliant. What am I doing here? I got a lot to do. Oh, so long, Charles.
Sit. Jacket. Okay. Down. Sit. Excuse me. Touchdown.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cheering section has arrived.
Ra, you were expecting me?
No, in fact, I was just on my way out.
You always say that.
Do I?
Yes, you do. So, where are you off to this time?
New York.
Now that's an original excuse.
Original, but very, very true. See?
You're probably doing your laundry.
What?
Well, that's what Marcia does. She doesn't want anybody to think she's as common as somebody doing the wash. You know, one time she even wrapped up a lunch to look like a birthday present so nobody could tell she was brown bagging.
Now that is preppy.
But you wouldn't play any games like that. I believe you.
Well, thank you.
So, what's going on up in New York?
Well,
Okay, I can take a hint. You don't have to tell me.
No big deal. I'm just going up there for a postgraduate scholarship interview in the morning, that's all.
You're not leaving till now?
I'm gonna drive through the night.
Yeah, and you'll be in great shape for tomorrow.
I'll be fine for tomorrow.
I'm sure you will. A kiss for luck?
Down, girl, down. How about a handshake instead, huh?
You do like women, don't you?
Yeah.
Russ, you are a tough guy to figure out.
Why is that?
Well, I would never have taken you for the slow-moving kind in a relationship.
Oh, is that what this is? A relationship?
Let's put it this way. I'm open.
Leave it to you to think of champagne.
Well, it tastes better out of a glass, but who's complaining?
Right.
Gentlemen?
Too tame for me.
Yes, you have guiltier pleasures, don't you? But not my angel. Angel, here, to a year on the charts.
To a year on the charts. Oh! Can you get drunk? Can you get drunk on just one little sip of champagne?
Here, perfect cure for the hiccups.
No kidding.
No kidding.
David, the title cut on my album. Did you really like it? I mean, all, what aside. Did you really think it was good?
Becky, it's 2:12 a.m. I'm sitting here on the floor with my beautiful, talented singer. Yes, I am tired beyond belief. Yes, I have been wrong on several widely separate occasions. But all you know what aside, yes, it was really and truly good.
Well, then let's toast to a year on the charts. Oh, wait. We already toasted to that. Let's toast to 2 years on the charts. Ouch. What time did you say it was?
2:12.
You know, I find that very hard to believe because I looked just a little while ago and it was like only 2:05.
See, I'm not the only one that's tired.
You're not looking at tired, David. You're looking at happy and jolly and merry and sleepy and dumpy and grouchy. And you're Bambi.
Wrong movie, Cinderella.
How am I ever going to thank you?
You want to thank me? Go home and go to bed, girl, so I can go crash on the cot out in the lobby.
You're not going home?
It's a little late for the suburban shuttle.
How can you sleep on a cot?
It's easy. I close my eyes and I sleep.
No, you are going to spend the rest of whatever you're gonna spend the rest of whatever tonight is in my hotel suite.
Angel, I hardly think that tonight...
Look, this is not a proposition. My couch just happens to be a lot more comfortable than any cot, right?
So...
Okay, good. Is there anything left in there? Is it? I'm gonna find my cup, but you said it's better. It's better like this anyway.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Did I ever tell you about? Did I ever tell you about my uncle who was a famous conductor?
No. Who do you work for?
Amtrak.